All right, we'll call to order the special meeting for Raymore Parks and Recreation, Tuesday, December 12th, 2023. Can I get a roll call, please?
Yes, sir. Member Mapes.
Present.
Member Cooper.
Present.
Member Clark.
Present.
Member Troutman.
Present.
Member Manson.
Present.
Member Scott.
Present.
And Member Collier is absent. We have a quorum.
Great. Let's move to the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Next, we'll move to new business. Action item A, Parkland dedication requirement. Director?
Thanks, sir. Tonight, we are called into a special session for purposes of passing a recommendation for the Planning and Zoning Committee. A development has filed a preliminary plat off Gore Road in Kurzweil that did trigger a parkland dedication. This particular plat, if you look at your packet, has several homes or lots at 3 acre or above, plus one 10-acre lot and a 20-acre lot. Those larger lots are the developer's private homes and one of his children's homes. The rest of them will be sold. Given the nature of this particular property, parkland dedication did not seem feasible. It only equaled out to be about a little over an acre, I believe in our packet. Talks about 1.1 acres of land. They did consult me during one of our DRC meetings. I recommended that the developer issue a fee in lieu check and instead of the parkland dedication. 1.1 acres isn't a whole lot for us to be able to do anything with. And so that is what they recommend. That's what I recommended. They agreed. And so before us tonight is they are requesting acceptance of $11,868 in fee in lieu of parkland for this particular development. It will be provided as the plat gets finalized and they begin development. So it would be just a check issued through there. Upon this, if this is what the board would prefer, then I will forward this on to the Planning and Zoning for their next meeting, which I believe is scheduled the second Tuesday or the first Tuesday in January. I can't remember the date for sure, and then moves forward. So happy to answer any questions. It's pretty straightforward on this particular one. It just needed to be done in a timely fashion for P&Z and just calendar-wise. So happy to answer your questions. That concludes staff report.
Any questions for the director? Seeing none, we'll go ahead and I'll ask for a motion.
Mr. Chairman,
Yes, Bill.
I move that we accept a fee in lieu of $11,868 for 1.8 acres of land. And instead of using it as parkland, we just take the fee.
I'll second the motion.
Okay. Hearing a first and second, any discussion? No, seeing none, we'll go ahead and go to vote. All those in favor? Passes 6-0. One absent. Okay. Seeing nothing else on the agenda, I will turn it over to the director.
Thank you. Also for this evening, while I have your attention, just a couple quick notes, more of a verbal director's report, as this is their only meeting for the month, so I'll keep it short and sweet. You did receive an email yesterday from me, just a heads up that the mayor and the city manager has requested a joint work session of the park board and the council. We typically would do that in December. We just haven't had a reason to do that the past couple of years, so this is something that they brought up. Topic of discussion will be trails. The last work session that we had in the executive conference room, we discussed the trails in terms of maintenance of trails and long-term project management and stuff, and I believe that'll be the topic of discussion next week. So if you are in town and available, we definitely would like to have you there, as the next step would be coming forward to the park board in January with a plan of action after next Monday night. So that's a reminder. I'll send one out, and you will be copying on the agenda that comes out on Friday, just as a reminder. So if you can't be there, please let me know. Also, on a couple of capital improvement projects, one of our projects, or two of our projects this year, is pickleball and the basketball court. The skate park at the old skate park location turned into pickleball, and the basketball at Hawkridge Park. We completed the scope of work today. That is going out to bid, or will be advertised by the end of this week. And so hopefully, if the timing works out, our meeting in January will have a contract recommendation, and hopefully we'll be in a good position financially where we'll have good quality bids and competitive bidding. The rack is still under construction. The big thing with the rack, for your information, is when they disconnected the gas line, we had to move that gas line because it was directly under the new expanded portion. Spire still has not connected that gas line back. It is making for a very cold facility, and a very frustrated administrative staff on our part. And it's not for lack of trying from the construction or the contractor, city manager, assistant city manager, myself, everybody. And as a result, we have had to move basketball games out of the rack into the school district facilities, because we tried it once. It was in the mid 50s all day long, and for ball players it's not that bad, but for everybody else, they weren't too pleased with it. So Todd and Nick went ahead and moved games through January, hoping by January we'll have the gas line put back in. From that point forward on the rack, it is really a matter of the contractor's schedule, how much we can use it before we just need to be out of their way. What I'd like to do is in January or 1st of February, schedule one of our meetings out there so that we can take a tour and just show you guys kind of what the construction's going to be, or how it's going. We'll have to work with Harmon Construction on that, because it'll be in the evening and it's already dark out there. And so I need to make sure I have access to it, and the electricity and lights are on so that we can show you. And what I'm kind of waiting on is once they get the shell put around it, so we can do that. In that case where maybe we have a work session, I'll talk to you guys a little earlier if we have to kind of go at 5 or 5:30, if that's available for you guys, so we can work with the contractor. I'd like for you to see it. If that doesn't work, then it may be a deal where we just post a meeting like during the day for lunch or something, and you guys we can meet out there and do more of a noontime special meeting, just so you can see it during the day. But I prefer the evening, that way those of you who don't work close and are in town can make it. So that's all I have. And Steve's not with us tonight. I wanted to give you guys a heads up. Tonight is Shop with the Cop over at the rack. They're using that tonight, and their contracted Santa was not able to make it, so Mr. Rulo stepped in, as he is our house Santa Claus, especially for the mayor's tree lighting. So he had the suit, it was clean, and he was already working tonight, so I sent him over there. So that is why he's not with us tonight. That concludes staff report and concludes our meeting.
Okay, I'll ask for an adjournment.
Mr. Chairman,
Yes, Bill.
I move we adjourn the meeting.
Okay,
I'll second.
okay, all those in favor? Passes 6-0. Meeting adjourned.